Justine Willoughby recently interviewed the trio of Vaughn Morris, Robert Silvera and William Tavares-Finson, partners in a business venture called Seal Sprayed Solutions. The partners tout their special polyurethane product as one which protects roof as well as assist in reducing energy costs in homes and businesses. Her first guest is Vaughn Morris.
Tell us about the manufacturing process involved in creating the product.
Oh, yes. It's a two-part process, I should say, consisting of polyols and a resin and isocyanate. And the product is pushed through a proportioning unit at high temperature, high pressure. All computerized, high-tech. We have state-of-the-art equipment. And it's pumped through hoses onto the roof, and the sprayman. It's an art form, really. The spraying is, the guys are highly trained. They're usually in internship for a year before they can actually go out and spray by themselves. Yeah.
So you put a lot of effort into training staff?
Definitely. Oh yes. We have a good set of guys. I mean, the success of the company is largely due to their dedication. The spraymen, like I said, we have 3 or 4 spraymen. They go away for training. We have had people, people come down from the States and train them, from our suppliers. So yes, training is a big part of it. Training, and of course, the whole aspect you're dealing with roofs, safety issues. People, that comes into play.
Can this product be used on the inside as well as the outside of buildings?
Yes, when it's applied to the inside of a building, it's done usually just for insulation. You're not going to get a waterproofing. For waterproofing, it has to be done on the outside because you want to stop the water from getting into the roof assembly from the start. That being said, when it's done on the inside, there are certain precautions. You have to have ceilings. If it's an occupied building, you have a residential building, you can't just leave it exposed. It has to. We try and follow the U.S. codes, which calls for a thermal barrier, which is basically a ceiling, and it's not really a finished product when you do it on the inside. It has to be covered up. So, but yes, it can be. We do quite a few. The new construction, usually at the stage, because it's messy to be spraying all over the place. So it's usually done on new construction at the townhouses, commercial buildings, whatever it is.
We're speaking with Mr. Robert Silvera, Director of Seal Sprayed Solutions. Hello, Mr. Silvera, how are you? For example, if you're sealing a residential roof, what would the process involved be and how long would it take from start to finish?
Let's say an average size roof of about 1,500 square feet. That was a typical concrete slab roof. The first day to day and a half would be involved in removing the existing waterproofing in most cases, unless it was a very new roof that hadn't anything on it. In most cases, on a retrofit basis, 1 to 2 days then, let's say, for the preparation. The actual foaming application would take probably a half of a day. The application of the various protectants that we use on the foam, whether it be gravel or a roofing compound, an exterior paint, that would take a third day. Then the final application would, I would say, within the span of 4 to 5 days, and not 8-hour days either. We need drying time in between. So 4 to 5 application instances, and we'll be complete. So it's relatively quick.
What is liquid rubber used for specifically? Give us some examples.
Not only on the top of roofs, which would be probably the primary use, but also if you had an exterior patio deck that was tiled or was to be tiled, and there was dwelling below it, you'd want to use a product like this before you did your tiling. So it would be something that went on to as a membrane to stop anything getting through the grouting of the tiles, and a lot of use for that. More and more we see applications for exterior walls below the ground level to protect the basement and so on from water intrusion. A lot of pools are lined with it before they put the final tiling on. So it has a myriad of uses outside of just the obvious and the roof.
What are some of the advantages of using liquid rubber?
The obvious advantage of it is that when you look on a roof that has been tarred, one of the problems that they've had over the years is the tar melting and running and flowing into drains. This product doesn't do that. It stretches, it has an elasticity that is unbelievable. That's why it's called liquid rubber. And so it moves with the concrete instead of melting and running and then causing all kinds of problems. So that's a real major advantage that liquid rubber has.
Justine also interviewed another director of Seal Sprayed Solutions, William Tavares-Finson.
Seal Sprayed Solutions has won a number of awards, including the Innovation Award at the NCB Nation Builder Awards in 2010. What have these awards meant to your company?
Well, I think they're a very important part of a company's, call it well-being, so to speak. I think it gives the company some recognition for the hard work that's been done. They have been important in terms of getting our name out there and getting our name into the households. I think also it's a recognition not just for the company being, whether you think of it in terms of the shareholders, directors or whatever, but it's really a tribute to the staff, because our workers and our staff have really been very good. I mean, they've stuck with us through, the startup times, which were challenging, and also the last couple of years, which with the general downward economy, you have your challenges there too. But I think we have a great set of people working here. They're very stick-to-itive to their task. I think they've related really well with their clients.